The heat reached 36 degrees Celsius with 65% humidity as the pros started their final push to the finish line. Kyle Buckingham was the surprise leader off the bike, but on the chase group are some of the best runners in the half Ironman. True enough, the two Tims, Tim Reed and Tim Van Berkel, have started to chop off Buckingham's lead. On the 5-kilometer mark of the run, Reed, the 2016 Ironman 70.3 world champion and the 2017 Cobra Ironman 70.3 Cebu champion, finally got the lead.
I never feel like there's a target more than I put on myself. You know, the biggest expectations, the most pressure is always from inside, and I don't really care what the other guys are, if they're targeting me, because I know that I'll be the one pushing myself. Even if there's no one around me, I know that I'll be the one who's the harshest judge at the end of the race.
1 kilometer later, Van Berkel was just 54 seconds behind Reed, while Kyle Buckingham was holding on to third spot, 1 minute and 6 seconds behind. Reed, who's now on the lead, had Van Berkel to thank for.
So I had a good swim and got out with the front guys, and was riding reasonably hard, but not keeping it a little bit in the tank for later on. And then unfortunately pretty early on lost all my bottles, hydration and calories, and I was really fortunate because Tim Berkel then, you know, halfway through the race I was starting to feel it, and he gave me a couple of his gels to get me through the race.
Well, you know, Reed is one of my best pals. We started the sport together. We've known each other for a long time. I'd give him the shirt off my back if I needed it, so I'd do anything for him, and I'm sure he'll do the same for me. So, yeah, I packed spare gels because I knew the road was rough, so I didn't lose any nutrition, so I had some spare, so I was happy to give it to him.
It looked like they were about to relive their 1-2 photo finish during the 2015 Ironman 70.3 Cebu. Not until Mauricio Mendez came from behind to get into the second spot, running at 3:36 per kilometer. He's now lurking behind Reed with only 40 seconds separating them. Last year, in the 2017 Ironman 70.3 Cebu, Reed won over Mendez by more than 2 minutes. And now they're off to another neck-and-neck finish.
I really had to get away from Maurizio Mendez because I knew he's a stronger runner in the heat, and we took it a lot of times just going really hard, but you know, it's just he just hung in there.
Go harder, go faster. I never looked back. I know he's super strong guy as well as everyone else racing here, so I mean, I was just giving my best the whole time and just trying to win.
With Mendez pushing the pace and the heat starting to take its toll on the rest of the field, he made the biggest move in the last 5 kilometers, overtaking Reed for the lead.
I'm a strong triathlete, I'm a strong person, I have a big mentality. Of course, in triathlon you can't always be at the top, it's just a lot of pressure, a lot of motivation you need to have. I promise you that I will just die in the finish line.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go! Welcome in 22 years of age from Mexico! Please welcome your champion to the inaugural Alveo Ironman 70.3 Davao, Mauricio Mendez!
Mendez, who was 5 minutes behind off the bike, completed his comeback with the fastest run of the day. He collapsed upon reaching the finish line to become the inaugural champion of the historic 2018 Alveo Ironman 70.3 Davao, powered by Petron.
Being able to win here in the Philippines is a great feeling because I'm in love with the culture here and I'm in love with the people. It's just amazing how supportive people are, and that's great. I mean, it's amazing. It's just a way to say thank you to all the people that is out there in the sun, in the heat, cheering up for you, making everything a little bit more easy, and I'm just grateful for that.
Here we go, this is number 2 today, Mr. Tim Reed.
The dream of a 1-2 podium finish for best pals Reed and Van Berkel was reduced to a 2-3 podium result. The ageless Crowe Alexander came in fourth.
And he absolutely
Reigning Xterra World Champion Bradley Weiss, who is hoping to earn enough points to qualify for the Ironman 70.3 World Championships to be held in his hometown in South Africa later this year, finished at 5th place with the second best run next to Mendes.
Our women's champion is moments away, probably within 5 to 6 minutes. Radka Kalafeld representing the Czech Republic, still with a big lead on the rest of the field. Oh, 2 minutes! 2 minutes to go for Radka!
The focus shifted on the female group as the Iron Mom Radka Kalafeld turned the last 10 kilometers to her personal victory run.
Are you ready for our women's champion? As a brand new mom and champion here, Radka Kalafeld!
With this result, it gives me the motivation to keep pushing, and I love it. I'm so happy to be back racing, and also I talked to the nanny and the baby is good, so I'm even more happy that I see that everything went great.
Comeback was the theme of the day as Japanese Naomi Washizu came in second in her first race in 10 years. Her husband, Masahiro Washizu, would also later finish second in the 55 to 59 age group.
10 years ago, in Hawaii, she could not make top 10, so she gave up continuing as triathlete. But 10 years later, that is not good, so she wanted to challenge again to be in top 10 at Hawaii. It was so hot. However, hospitality of people in Davao was so great, so she was able to, make her best until the finish.
Dimitri Lee Duke, who lost some precious time after experiencing flat tires in the early stretch of the bike course, settled for third. Lisa Tayak and Kiralee Seidel rounded up the top five. Lian Zito won her fourth and what could be her last Asian Elite title, finishing at 6th overall in the female category. In the male Asian Elite, Jory Ikom came back from a 4-minute deficit off the bike to hoist his first ever title. It was a sweet victory for him after finishing dead last among the Asian elites in the 2017 Cobra Ironman 70.3 in his hometown in Cebu last year.
Yung na-overtaken ko si August, parang may chance ako.
August Benedicto made one final push in the last kilometer to salvage a second-place finish, sprinting past Banjo Norte. But more than the exciting finishes, it was the sight of the Davaoeños coming together, partaking in this historic event that left an indelible mark on the triathlon community.
Davao has embraced Ironman. They say in Davao, life is here. We're changing that. In Davao, Ironman is here.
As the euphoria of the pros and Asian elites started to simmer down, the spotlight now belonged to the age groupers. The sweltering heat and the punishing race course were too much to overcome for some. But there were those who battled and kept pushing to be worthy of the Cradle of the Brave medal. Just like Alex Sam, who keeps on inspiring and touching people's lives with his story of survival. And just like Jomar Maalam and his fellow para-triathletes who keep on pushing and stretching their physical limits. As the cliche goes, life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but those moments that take your breath away. And these are the moments that the triathletes live for. And this is what makes them an Ironman.